As an African tech founder, you need to know what investors want. I've invested in more than 30 companies as an angel and more than 300 as a venture capital and private equity investor. Let me give you some insight. And this is part of series, What Investors Want. Welcome to Talk, Tales of an African CEO. So first, establish relationship with investors before you need money from them. In fact, you really need to spend time for them to understand you, your product, your market, your team, so that by the time you're looking for capital, there's much lower asymmetry of information. We're not in Silicon Valley here, we're in Silicon Savannah. That means that it takes time. It can take 3, 6, 9 months for an investor, depending on their agility and their interest, to make a first investment, to write the first check. It's important for you to know what investors want. So let's discuss the 3 T's: team, taste, and terms. So the team is all about understanding if you're a competent team that knows the sector, the industry, or the geography, and can really look at how to solve a particular problem. So we particularly look at team product fit, team market fit, and see if you're the right team for the right skill. And I'll give you an example. If you are a lawyer and you're building an agri-tech, would really question your understanding of that, unless you can prove to us that you deeply understand the sector and the geography and the dynamics of an agri-tech solution, and would really expect you to have a co-founder that at least has worked in the sector to give us reassurance of your capabilities. That's a team product fit. Team market fit, obviously, if you've lived all your life in Southeast Asia and you have never been to Nigeria, for instance, you need to understand the market, and we will also question that. So it's really about team product, team market fit. The other element we're going to talk about, the other T, is taste. It's not because you have onions, tomatoes, peppers, and spices that your jollof rice in Ghana versus your jollof rice in Nigeria is the same. I'm Ghanaian. I love jollof rice, even the Nigerian one. So let's not get into a fight. What it means is that we're going to look at your fit as a company with us, the fund manager strategy, the thesis. We'll talk about it. Also, generally speaking, your product market fit. It's very important for us to understand that whatever product or service you're building fits the market, and that would be demonstrated by customers willing to buy your product. And that should ideally be reached at seed or at the latest at Series A level, where we look at product market fit. That is the taste. Now the terms. The terms is like any other investor, we would want to buy low and sell high. And that means that we look at the valuation you're providing into the company where we're investing, the round, how much stake that's going to give us if it's a straight equity, and also all the other aspects like legal terms and preferential term that can be supported by, for instance, MFN clause. That we'll discuss later. Finally, what we do look at is understanding the way all of this comes together. So the 3 T's, team, taste, and terms, are really a way for us to understand that if this product fits the market and then fits our investment thesis as a fund. Talking about which, you as an African tech founder, you also need to understand what the investors want on the other side. What that means is that you need to understand the investor's thesis and whether or not the investor is currently deploying. An investor's thesis revolves around understanding, 1, the type of company the investor wants to put money in, the geography, the size, and also aspects around their preference in terms of cash flows and other elements like that. So team, taste, and terms, but overall fit of thesis with the founder.